I was reading in the book of Samuel about David and Bathsheba, and it is a pretty prominent story that the multitude knows about concerning David's affair with Bathsheba. But if you look at just the very first verse in this particular chapter, you see it starts off saying that this was a time where David was supposed to go out to war with the people, but instead he stayed in his close quarters, which means that David was out of place, which then allowed him to be subject to temptation, unnecessary temptation, because he wasn't on the battlefield where he belonged. Case in point, if we correlate this to the same analogy, fast forwarding to Jesus, where Jesus tells the disciples, pray unless you enter into temptation, we see that the assignment oftentimes is that we're supposed to be locked into the right place as it pertains to God's will for our lives. And just being locked in and in the right position oftentimes spares us some unnecessary falls and temptations. Now listen, temptation is going to come regardless to whether we're in position or not. But what I will say is this: when we're in position, we're less prone, I would say, to fall to the temptation, because being in place means ensuring that we're doing all things that pertain to where God wants us to be. Prime example could be as easy as making sure we're spending time in the Word, making sure we're in community. Oftentimes, if we're just scrolling through our phones, scrolling through social media, if we skip church to go to some other gathering, whatever that may look like, right? Oftentimes, it is in those moments that the enemy throws temptation our way and we're more subject and more prone to fall. So the encouragement is this: lock in, get in place, so that you can make sure that you're not in a space that you don't need to be and visited with an opportunity to fall by the wayside unnecessarily.